Blast me to the mortal realms! It's time for the Mad Merlins review of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer issue 35 by Hachette Partworks and Warhammer. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer video review. So today I've just received my latest delivery, today being the 10th of November. And yeah, we have here issue 35 to go through today. So before we dive into the issue, don't forget to of course like the video if you are enjoying the content, and if you are, please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. Finally, do be sure to check all the links in the video description down below, including the Mad Merlins Patreon and my social medias, where you can keep up to date with all of my hobby content. So without further ado, let's start diving into issue 35, and we get our first of the Sylvaneth models. One that I've actually been wanting to pick up for quite some time. So we get the Arch-Revenant. So let's take a look. So we get our frame, a 40mm base, and of course our issue. So we got the Arch-Revenant, we learn about the Sylvaneth, and we continue to expand our core rules. So we'll take a look at the frame first up close, and then we'll take a look through issue 35. So yeah, here we have the Arch-Revenant, the first of our Sylvaneth models, and it's a rather splendid kit. So we got the beautiful wings of the Aether sprite that clips onto his back and allows him to fly. We got his body in quite a few components, but looks really cool. We got a nice cloak going down the back there. Got a very wood elfy shield there, and the spear as well. Yeah, pretty cool. Lovely face mask there. Yeah. Can't wait to build this guy, or possibly girl, we're not too sure. It's a tree spirit. So I guess gender isn't much of a problem for them. But yeah, pretty cool model. Can't wait to start working on these Sylvaneth models. I'll be interested to see how the paint guide differs from the one they did in the Mortal Realms premium kit too. So yeah. Alright then, let's take a look through the issue. So issue 35 sees the Sylvaneth, and we see the Loon Boss on Cave Squig there, which I believe we do get later on in the collection, because they came out in a battle box set some years ago now. So yeah. So our complete contents, we learn about the Sylvaneth, we have part 3 of our Venom story, we have a celestial history learning about the realm of heavens, collect, build, paint, and of course the rules for the Arch-Revenant, core rules page 15, and War in the Woods is our battle. So we start off by being introduced to the Sylvaneth, another one of the many factions within the Mortal Realms. The Sylvaneth are the guardians of nature in the Mortal Realms. They are proud and warlike people, and they stand ever ready to repel invaders and take gory revenge on any who despoil their sacred glades. So yeah, the Sylvaneth are a race of tree creatures embodied with the spirits of the fallen wood elf race. Those that have survived, teamed up with the cities of Sigmar, but most have been crafted living tree bodies for them to continue life. So all are the children of Valariel. She is the goddess of life, so part of the pantheon of greater gods. And yeah, she usually resides in Gairan, the realm of life. She goes to war on top a giant beetle, which is pretty cool. So yeah, she's at one with the trees and the creatures of the mortal realms. So the kin to trees, many Sylvaneth are tree folk, from the vicious dryads to the towering tree lords. So yeah, they have the abilities to turn inanimate and blend into the forests around them. And many of the Sylvaneth are, of course, spiritual, ethereal creatures. These Sylvaneth are born from ancient soul pods planted by Alariel. So yeah, pretty cool. Moving on, then we have Venom Part 3. So Golmrog City Eater has managed to escape the clutches of swamp boss Scumdrek by striking a deal. However, in his attempt to get the Gloomspite Gits to do all the hard work for him, Golmrog has become their prisoner. Will he manage to talk his way out of it? So yeah, this continues, and I'm thinking concludes the Venom story arc. So I'm a little bit behind on my stories. I haven't got around to reading about the past 10 issues or so. So I am a little behind, but I will plan to catch up soon and find out what's going on. But yeah, Golmrog is basically trying to blag his way out of being a prisoner for the Gloomspite Gits there. So whether he gets out, we do not know. We'll have to see in, I'm guessing there's going to be a final part, because it's left on a bit of a cliffhanger. Next up then, we have a celestial history. So Azir's history is one of glory and defiance. Since his awakening in the mortal realms, Sigmar has made this realm the center of his empire. No evil has set foot in Azir for centuries, but it remains at the heart of Sigmar's war, as his last bastion against chaos, and now as the launching point for his grand crusade. So yeah, Azir wasn't always a peaceful place. It was originally ruled over by the Dragon Ogres, creatures imbued with the power of thunder, half ogre, half dragon. And yeah, these were banished and expelled from Azir when Sigmar took over. And yeah, this is where he starts battling back against chaos and unleashes his Stormcast Eternals. So we have our collect article for the Arch-Revenant here. So yeah, Arch-Revenants are scouts, special agents and war leaders for the Sylvaneth. They travel across the realms, sometimes as lone warriors and sometimes at the head of a great Sylvaneth army. Arch-Revenants sweep across the battlefield, directing their forces before flying in to join the fray. So yeah, we got the usual roll a d6 to find his home, as well as a name. And we have another one for the character traits and where his origin is. So yeah, Nim of the Open Boughs is our example there. Yeah, we can make up our own if you want to, or just roll on those tables. All in all, pretty good. So how to build the Arch-Revenant. It is a full multi-part kit. You will require glue in order to put it together. Just take your time, dry fit each stage, making sure you know where your contact points are and how they go together. We've got the Zephyr sprite there, which attaches to the back and becomes its wings. Pretty cool. We've got beautiful giant skull for its base detail, the shield arm. Yeah, pretty cool model nonetheless, really like it. Moving on, we have our paint guide. So we're basing the entire model with Catachan flesh, picking out the leaf details with Orc flesh. So we've got the branches, the leaf skirt, Carntal blue for the wings on the Zephyr sprite, and Abaddon black for the claws, Wraithbone for the skull, and Corax white for the spirit body, as well as the blade and spear and the actual membrane parts of the wings, and finally the shield, before tidying up areas of Catachan flesh, like the details hanging on the spear. Then we use Runelord brass for the little trinkets hanging off, and then There's quite a few throughout the model, so just take your time going around and checking. Then we use Nuln Oil to shade the brown as well as the blue, and Agrax Earthshade to shade the small gold areas. Griff Charger Grey used to shade the areas with base coated white, so the spear, the spirit body, and the wings there. And there's our finished Arch-Revenant so far. Looks really good, actually. Quite a nice colour scheme. So yeah, not too sure how I'm going to paint mine yet. I might use the older method. I'll wait to see in future issues when we get more paints how they're going to eventually layer this guy up. Moving on then, we got rules. So this is learning all about pitch battle profiles. So we see here what becomes a profile. So we got the faction, the type, the unit, size, the points, the battlefield role, and notes. So yeah, this covers everything that belongs to all the forces we'll have, and will be important for when we start building up our own armies in point matchups. So yeah, every unit has a points value, every unit has a battlefield role. Yeah, pretty cool. We also have the rules for the Arch-Revenant here. So, yep, movement 12 with his wings, 4+ save, bravery of 8, and 6 wounds. The glaive has a range of 2, attacks 4, hits on a 3, wounds on a 3, -2 rend and 1 damage. And the tail pincer on the sprite has 1-inch range, a D3 attacks, 4+ a hit, 3+ a wound, but does 2 damage, so pretty cool. The shield gives it a ward save of 4+, which is pretty cool, gives it the next bit of protection. He's a champion of Kurnoth, so add 1 to the wound rolls when you are, for Kurnoth hunters, wholly within 12 inches of the units of this ability. And we have the call to battle rule. So as a command ability, the unit that receives it adds 1 to its attacks until the end of the phase. So pretty cool. Yeah, we're going to get some of the tree warriors later on, so I can't wait to get them. We got tutorials for the Crescent Shield and the call to battle there as well. And our mission is War in the Woods. So the Arch-Revenant takes command of the force, leading the Knight Judicator, 5 Vigilers, 6 Gryph-hounds, and 5 Indictors against the Loon Boss, Zarbag. Zarbag gets 20 shooters and 10 Gut Rippers. Yeah, got corner deployments, 5 objective markers, and yeah, we fight over. We get a buff. Friendly models within 6 inches of the objective control have a 6+ ward. Additionally, at the end of the combat, roll a dice for each enemy unit. On a 4+, they suffer D3 mortal wounds. And yeah, it's scoring victory points in order to win the day. Moving on, issue 36, we have the Fungoid Cave Shaman. We learn about the Skaven city of Blight City, and we have some tactic pages for the destruction. Then in issue 37, we get Ylfari's Guardians, a set of trees there that belong to the Underworld's game system. So these are pretty nice models. Unique detailed bases. Each one has a different spite on it. And each one is unique. So we've got one of an axe, one of a bow, one of a sword, and we have Ylfari, the wizard there, leading the warband. We also have allegiance abilities, and we learn about death armies. So yeah, pretty cool issues to come. So that was it for issue 35. Yeah, pretty cool issue. Really looking forward to getting the Sylvaneth. Can't wait to be able to paint these guys. Just need to decide which of the methods I'm going to go for. But I'll have to wait till we get a few more issues. Like I said, I want to wait till we see how we're layering these up. Whether it will be Dry Brushing and Baneblade Brown, which I probably think it will be, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'll leave my models for some time, I think. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section. Excuse me, comment section down below. And yeah, that's it for issue 35. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to go have a cup of coffee and try to wake myself up. Until next time though, thank you all for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.